I've been contacted by the principal, by staff members and by parents of students attending St Mary's Boys' School in Belturbet in County Cavan. And they're reaching out to me and to other representatives in the area as they require immediate assistance with the situation in the school. So it's a senior boys' school. Pupils attend from 2nd to 6th class, and they currently have an enrolment of 77, with an increase of 5 this school year, 8 last year and 8 the year before. So there's an evident rise in enrolment over the past 3 years. So in March of last year, the school had a projected enrolment of 78 pupils for the school year, and the principal applied for the post of a 4th mainstream class teacher for small schools, and they were successful in their application. So they recruited an excellent newly qualified teacher. She's begun the DRIHIT process, and the pupils and the staff and parents are all very happy with the situation. But due to various reasons beyond their control, some pupils that had enrolled cannot attend the school at present. So the school is confident that they will attend by December of this year, and the school felt that the department should take all of this into consideration. So, for example, one pupil who was enrolled and not yet attended the school is due to medical reasons, and he's receiving medical treatment abroad. So his family have informed the school that he will be back in Ireland in November and should be in school from then on. So he was present for the 2nd class induction day in June with his peers, and that information has been provided to the department. 2 other pupils are awaiting visas. And on the website it specified that there would be a 3-month wait. That has come and gone, and they're still waiting, so it's been much longer than 3 months, and they require the visas so that they can get PPS numbers to then enrol in the school. So the cut-off point for a 4th teacher is 78. So the school has 77 pupils on the roll today, so they're 1 pupil short of the allocation. The school was informed that they would lose the newly appointed teacher. The principal appealed the decision to the Staffing Appeals Board. The appeal was rejected. So it means that with the loss of a teacher, the class sizes will increase from an average of 19 to 26, and that may be bigger in some instances depending on the class the students are in. So I'm just wondering if the Minister is going to deprive the children in this school in Belturbet of a smaller class size in their school because the numbers state that there should be 1 more pupil in the school, especially when they know that that pupil, the pupil receiving the medical treatment, and the pupils who are awaiting visas, their parents are living and working in Belturbet, so they will be attending and they want to come to the school and will come as soon as possible. The school will not have the capacity to physically fit these pupils into some of the classes if they are not left with their, with their 4th teacher, if they're reduced to only 3 teachers. So the principal and school community understand that there's rules and there's cut-off points, etc. And if they weren't aware of 3 students who hoped to attend the school before Christmas, or if they were experiencing a decreasing enrolment trend, they might understand this action. But evidence has been provided that there are students waiting to enrol and attend, and the circumstances beyond their control are preventing them from doing so at the moment. So I'm pleading with the Minister for Education to do the right thing and allow the school to retain the teacher that they have just employed.
Concur. Thank you, Deputy Tully, for raising this very important matter, and I'm glad to have the opportunity, on behalf of the Minister for Education, to update the House on the response. In terms of primary school staffing, the key factor for determining the level of staffing resources provided at individual school level is the staffing schedule for the relevant school year and pupil enrolments on the previous 30th of September. The primary staffing arrangements for the 24-25 school year are set out in Circular 11/2024. The staffing schedule operates in a clear and transparent manner and treats all similar types of schools equally, irrespective of location. It is an important feature of the staffing schedule that all schools are treated equally and fairly. In 3 previous successive budgets, prioritisation has been given to improving the staffing schedule in primary schools, which has brought the teacher allocation ratio to an average of 1 classroom teacher for every 23 pupils in all primary schools, the most favourable ratio ever seen at primary level. A 3-point reduction in the retention schedule, which was introduced in 2021, assists schools that otherwise would be at risk of losing teaching posts. Teacher allocations were also improved for DESH urban band 1 schools, which now stand at an average of 17:1, 21:1 and 19:1 for junior, senior and vertical schools respectively. In terms of the staffing appeals process, the staffing arrangements include an appeals mechanism for schools to submit a staffing appeal under certain published criteria. The Appeals Board works independently of the Minister and of the Department and is comprised of 4 members, typically retired school principals and retired inspector. Schools can appeal under a number of different criteria, including small school appeals, exceptional accommodation difficulties and projected enrolment posts. The Primary Staffing Appeals Board meets 3 times per year, in March, June and October. In some instances, the Appeals Board may approve posts on a provisional basis in March and June, pending confirmation that the school has achieved the required appointment, retention and enrolment threshold on the 30th of September. In cases where schools do not meet their projected enrolment numbers, the provisional teaching posts allocated during the March appeal process are suppressed. This takes effect from the last working day in October, ensuring that staffing levels remain aligned with actual student numbers in the school. The school referred to by the Deputy was successful in their appeal to the March meeting of the Primary Staffing Appeals Board and was then informed that the post was provisional on the school achieving an enrolment of 78 on the 30th of September 2024. The school, however, did not achieve the required enrolment, and therefore the school was informed that the post would be suppressed at the end of October, in accordance with the arrangements for provisional posts as set out in the primary school staffing arrangements. The school then submitted an appeal to the October meeting of the Primary Staffing Appeals Board, requesting to attain the additional post. Thank you, Ken Gordon.
Thank you, Minister. And I know you're giving the reply on behalf of the Minister for Education, but that's just outlining the process that I'm aware of. And they actually did appeal it and they were turned down. And that's what I'm raising here. They actually were turned down last week in the appeal they made in October. So by being one pupil short, they were turned down, knowing that there are 3 pupils waiting to come in. And that's why I'm bringing this up here. I'm asking the Minister to go back to the department and discuss this with her officials and, relent on the decision to refuse the appeal. Because, this young teacher is saying, like, what's she going to do now? And she's actually considering emigrating. We're going to lose another teacher. We already are about 1,000 teachers short in the primary school sector. We don't want to lose any more. So I just think it's a very harsh decision in light of the fact that we know there are pupils willing to come into that school once they are able to. It's not that they're being kept at home. I just also want to raise the other issue of the concern I have for students who are awaiting visas and to get PPS numbers to enrol in a school. These children are attending from 2nd class to 6th class, so they're somewhere in the age range from, I suppose, 7 to 12 or 13. And those children are out of school. And that's concerning too. So, I mean, that's something on a wider issue that we need to address, I think. No child, no matter what country they come here from, should be out of school for a period of months on end. And their parents are working here, are living here and are contributing to our economy. But it's just, if the Minister could possibly look at this one again, please. Thank you.
I haven't been informed of the outcome of the October appeal, but you're telling me that the October appeal was also refused. Is that right? Okay. Well, so I'll certainly pick that up with the Minister and have that discussion and make sure the Minister is aware of that. And you said that there's 3 other children imminently to arrive in the school. Is that correct? Okay. I suppose the difficulty here is it's always difficult with edge cases in any scenario. When there's a set of rules and when a case falls just below the line, as in this case, I think it's 77 v 78, I think are the numbers you've suggested. And look, these calls are always difficult ones, and boards of appeals and hearing and people that are in a position of having to adjudicate in these always find themselves in a difficult situation. And often, I suppose, the sticking by the letter of the rules is often a way to ensure transparency and consistency around the country. But I appreciate completely that there may be attenuating circumstances. You've made the point that there may be 3 additional students coming in, and I think that's a fair point. And I don't know whether that was considered in the appeal. It wouldn't be helpful for me to speculate whether it was or not, but all I can do is pass those observations on to the Minister for Education, and you might engage there further also after that. Thank you.